Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Jackie.
It's our usual, but we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to start with the Rocker Figure Skating Podcast news of the week. And we're talking about the week of August 18th. So we just wanted to spend a few minutes to just break down what happened over the last week, because there was a lot that actually happened in, I wouldn't call it off-season news anymore, but it is early season news. Let's start with Keegan Messing coming out of retirement. That was a surprise to a lot of people. But I would have to say, given that he was posting videos of himself doing quads during rehearsals on Stars on Ice, it felt like there was something going on there. And it turns out he is going to be back for the Olympic season. What are your thoughts on that?
Get your cowboy hat, get your red flannel shirt, get your giant Canadian flag. I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised, but like pleasantly surprised. I remember seeing him even back in the spring, just skating outside in Alaska, and the things he was doing on, uncut ice. It was just like, I just thought, why is he not, it doesn't take him that long to get ready. He would always just do kind of late preparations for events. And I'm glad he's doing it, because I think that, there's more for him to give, and why not? He can make the team. So
yep.
Why not?
It's like he never left, but he did leave. Mm-hmm. And part of the sentiment also, and this is not just with Keegan, but also for other skaters who came back just for the Olympic season, is, there was a whole hullabaloo of actually qualifying spots for the Olympics. And so, there's certainly that feeling of like, okay, well, maybe you should have gotten to qualify the spot. It is one of those things that where you can kind of see how it could, ruffle some feathers on some ends. But, the Canadian guys have been, so far early this season, have shown that they are more prepared than they were before. So, it's not a shoo-in that Keegan makes the Olympic team. So if anything, makes for more interesting figure skating competition over there. Second one, which was interesting, not interesting, but this one sort of hit me by surprise. But also looking back, I was like, I should have known better, which is Jason Brown announcing that his short program is going to be Riverdance.
Yeah.
And also, like, is there any other kind of retirement announcement more obvious than going back to your most cherished, most beloved program, right? And reconfiguring it to another competitive program.
Yeah. It's like it warms your heart a little bit, but it's a little bit sad, but I'm excited to see him compete it. I feel like we all knew that it was going to be done after this. It was kind of a surprise that he even continued after Beijing. So for him to keep going was a treat. And it's really special. And his step sequence already looks incredible.
I got to say, thank goodness for that change in equipment last year, because if that didn't happen, I don't know if we would have seen him continue, because he was pretty down mid-season on just his general, am I even ready to compete? So that's one thing. And I say I should have known better, because at the exhibition at Worlds, he brought back Riverdance, and we're like, oh yeah, it's Boston, and so whatever. And you kind of have to think about it. Okay, well, he actually went back and like re-choreographed some parts of the program and put it out there. So yes, we should have known better. Yeah. Jason Brown, Riverdance. That was the next one. A couple of other kind of interesting bits and pieces that were more like, fun skating news. Andrew Torgashev launching some merch.
Yeah.
Amber Glenn also launching some merch. There was a lot of merch going on right now.
It's a good idea. And
I know.
It's creative, and it's like a way for people to support them and for them to make money. And I feel like, why hasn't this happened sooner? I'm glad it's finally happening now.
Hey, agents, maybe you should think about doing more merch.
Yeah.
Kristen Moore Towers and Liam Fierce expecting child. That was a little bit overshadowed, I think, by the Keegan retirement coming out of retirement news, but Kirsten posted something on Instagram, and that was confirmed. So very happy for them, and excited for them to start their family.
See, I feel like it was the opposite, because Keegan announced in the morning and Kirsten announced in the afternoon, and then it was kind of like she was stealing his thunder. We were all excited for her.
Yeah, shows the different spheres of social media you and I are in sometimes. Vadim Kolesnik getting his citizenship.
Yay.
So that adds some intrigue to the U.S. ice dance qualification for the Olympics, given that they are one of those teams on the bubble for the third spot. He, as far as I know, has been apparently living in the U.S. for a number of years now.
Yeah, I think like 9+.
Yeah, and so this. I think this was bubbling under. I don't think people were expecting this to be the case.
Well, I think we knew it was going to be this year, but I think we thought it was going to be the fall. So I think it was earlier than I expected. I mean, that we thought. So it's exciting for him. Yeah. Hopefully, Christina Carrera is next.
We're still waiting on Christina Carrera. Yeah, exactly. Last but not least, and we'll talk. Maybe we'll talk about this, and maybe we won't. But Rinka Watanabe landing a quad sow in practice, and also trying it at the Tokyo Summer Competition. She bailed out of it in midair and actually just did a triple. But her free skate is packed, and also she landed both triple axels in the free skate at that competition. So it's she's certainly gunning for that spot for the Japanese ladies.
Yeah, I mean, if she can get it out, that's impressive. Just doing everything she can to put herself out there, because that field is so deep and there are so few spots.
I know the most spots, but so few.
I thought of Rinka a couple weeks ago. I went to the Reptile Expo here in Sacramento, and they had isopods, and they were small ones. They weren't the like giant one that she likes, and that was an interesting experience.
Rinka loves her dinosaurs. Yeah. Well, that was the news of the week for the week of August 18th. We'll keep doing this because, as we know, a lot of things happen during the week, and you may not actually have heard of them. And you know what? There's probably a lot more stuff that I didn't cover, but those are the things that we jotted down in our notes before the podcast started. So that was our news of the week.